Week's episodes on Deck the Hallmark are presented by Dial It Back, the fun, festive crime caper Christmas movie on Prime Video. You can stream it now. You can find out more about the movie later in the episode.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Hi, I'm Bran. I love Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark Christmas movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well, hi everyone. How are we
boy.
today?
So good, Bran. You kidding me?
Kidding me now?
7 days a week, Deck the Hallmark.
7
That's what
days a
people are
week.
saying.
You were 6, I heard.
We're 6 and now we're 7.
What'd you think of that, Brian?
Funny.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, that was
We're hip to what the kids
I
are saying
saw
a few
that.
months ago.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
While we were doing the bake, while I was doing my bake this weekend, I had watched that video, and then I was recording my bake, and I said something like, my son was in the room and I was trying to get him to join in. And I go, man, I got, I don't know, 6 or 7 cookies here. And my son like eyeballs me from the side. And I was like, Jonah, you have something to say?
No,
nothing.
Absolutely not.
Tried to bait him, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it from him. But he was
you're
thinking it.
lucky then, because my
Your kids
are
aren't
looking
running around
for-
just saying
Oh, they
dumb
are,
stuff?
but
Okay.
I think he
you
knew I was
can't-
recording, and he was like
Oh,
holding
yeah.
back, and so I was seeing if I could get him, trick him into
If you
it,
say
but-
one of those two numbers, I think that's
that
enough
should usually
right now.
trigger. I mean, my older son would have jumped in on that on a heartbeat, but
I felt like we jumped the shark with it a long time ago.
Oh, for sure.
Since it doesn't
It's not
mean
really
anything.
a thing.
But I was watching basketball over the weekend, and on League Pass, they don't go to commercial. They just go to the in arena feed, so you get to see
nice.
random stuff,
Yeah.
which is always fun. And they did you know about Kiss Cam, right?
I know
Sure
about
do.
Kiss Cam.
They
yes.
did 6-7 cam, which
Oh
just was
my
going
God.
around as people do the thing.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
it.
I feel like this is
That's the end of it.
that's too much,
That's
right?
the end of it,
That's
I feel
too
like.
much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're the end of it. I think what we did over
Yeah.
the weekend, Dan, is going to put it in.
Do you remember how we used to go to Windy Gap and bury the trend? You know, whenever
Sure.
whatever skit we did would bury the trend.
Yeah.
I think that's what we did this week.
I hope so.
We buried 6-7.
That's exactly right.
That'd be
You're
it.
welcome.
One can only hope.
To parents everywhere, you're
welcome.
We did
You're
it.
welcome. We've done it.
Got
We're
to
talking
us.
a Keller Christmas Vacation today, which is going to be a fun one. You know, multiple different storylines, a family, all sorts of good stuff. You know what I think about when I think of family, though, is I think about family games.
Christmas movie
night,
magic?
Family game night hits, whether it's Uno, whether it's Candyland, whether it's Ding Dong Johnny's
Ditch?
Home.
You guys as a family go out there and
It's a family.
I will say, I saw this video.
Ding Dong Ditch.
I will say, I saw this
It's coming
video.
to MTV. It's hosted by Johnny Knoxville. It's going to be fantastic.
I saw this video, and I'm like,
Christmas edition.
I'm 99% sure that it's like scripted or whatever, but it was funny. This kid ding dong ditches this woman, and she opened like he doesn't run off in time because she was like opening the door as he was doing it, and she's like, "Does your dad know that you're out here?" And he's like, and she's like, I'm gonna call him. It's gonna be a whole thing. And then in the distance, you hear, "Why aren't you running away, you dummy?" It's his dad. It's very funny. But all that to say,
man.
Christmas Movie Magic
right.
is a game that's safe to
That's
play
right.
with your friends,
Hey,
with
listen.
your family, with your neighbors.
I
Ding
used-
dong ditch them and then leave them
Do you want to
Christmas Movie
be
Magic
just
pack.
humbled? You just let a 9-year-old play Christmas Movie Magic. They will watch like a hawk on the screen.
You're playing at home.
Yeah, playing at home.
You get beat
absolutely.
yet?
Well, I mean, I'm
Lose yet?
undefeated. I don't want to.
You're not playing with your kids, are you?
Well, I mean, we're just kind of. We're not watching a whole
Different games.
Yeah,
Different games.
a little bit at a
That's
time.
interesting. I haven't thought about playing it. I bet Grizz would really like it.
Yeah, you get.
Grizz
You got,
is like he's at the age where he's like really into just reading everything because he can, you know? He's
Yeah.
like, I know what that is.
yeah.
But he's also at the age where he's not spelling it all correctly.
That's right.
He
Well,
had
of
a
course.
sign outside the playroom this week that was like, please don't disturb. And every word was
right,
was
yeah.
wrong. But
Disturb.
I understood what he was
There
going
you
for.
go.
Takes after his papa there.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Presented
I don't
by-
think that's an age thing, Brandon. I think that's just genetics.
Brand tries to correct it, and then Caitlin has to come fix that one.
Please don't disturb. I got it right.
That's family game night at the Gray House right there.
Grizzly's 28 years old. That's what you don't know.
Chris let me know that I spelled presented by wrong yesterday. He's like, Dad, you're not going to believe it. All right. Thanks for that. This movie Magic is available everywhere on the line. Just search it. But
learn how to spell it
it's
first.
going nuts on Uncommon Goods. People
Yes, it's going nuts there.
people are
And on Amazon. And the expansion pack, it's
Yep,
crazy
it's all
out
available.
there, gang. You need to get, now's the time. Perfect stocking stuffer.
Oh, yeah. Fits
Perfect.
right in
It
there.
is. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And also a Christmas tree. We got
A Christmas tree or Christmas tree?
We
even?
got a. That's what I said.
I thought you said a Christmas tree.
I mean, it could be.
It coulda-
It
it
could
could-
be. It's.
Sorry for disturbing.
No, it's okay. Just drove away. But I will say this: we have multiple books. If you go to deckdumber.com
That's true.
and you hover over books, you'll get to see all the
Hover
books. we have.
on over.
Hover over that book tab. But Christmas Tree is our newest one. Brian, give them the 14-second
Elevator pitch.
Elevator
14
pitch.
seconds.
Hold
We're going
on.
from floor
Really quick.
Okay, you
3
gotta time
to
it?
7.
14 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Christmas feels, lots of laughs, lots of inside jokes that even if you listen to a couple episodes of this podcast, you will get. You will be hooked. You'll be able to give the gift that a lot of other people may not be thinking of yet. So get on it before they figure it out for you.
Scene.
That was
Excellent.
15.
Man, do I have to leave now? Am I out?
Yeah, you actually have to
That's
go.
it. We're outta
see you
here.
guys, thanks.
Sorry, I didn't. I should.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
probably
say that
thought
ahead of
about it
time, so
ahead
that
of
wasn't
time.
fair.
Yeah,
Do
but
I get
rules are
executed?
rules.
Is that what the just
right.
like Survivor?
That's
Losers get
exact-
executed?
Well, yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
I thought you were bringing that cup over to do a bit. I don't know why I was
just
like,
to
you were
hold my
like,
phone
this
up.
is the- it's just the immunity idol.
You have been voted off. The tribe has spoken.
Yeah.
All right. A Keller Christmas Vacation is what we're talking about today. November 9th, 2025 is when it premiered on the Hallmark channel. I don't even know why I say it anymore. Because
the only-
That's the only
on any
one.
other network.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fine with it. Not mad at all. A Keller Family Vacation, November 9th, 2025. And went a little something like this. The movie kicks off with some pictures.
That's all, folks.
With some pictures of the Keller family. They're all going to be getting together for the holidays to cruise the Dunebae. Their oldest son, Cal, their middle son, Dylan, and their daughter, Emory. They're all coming. Mom and Dad are going to be meeting them there. Cal is he's a divorcee. Is that right? Divorcee?
Yeah, divorcee. Yeah.
Divorcee. Say what? Divorcee what? Write that down for a second. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cal is a divorcee. He's divorced, and but there's a girl that he was hoping,
People are saying, what?
well, like that he'd be able to finally be like, hey, I want to, I want to be in a relationship with you, basically. But she's now with somebody else, so that's tough. Womp womp. He waited too long. There's Dylan, who is in love with his boyfriend William, who is going to be going on the cruise with them. But before they leave, Dylan proposes to William. William says it's not the right time, and Dylan says it's clear that there's something going on with you. You've been acting weird the last couple weeks. I think we need some space, like an ocean type space. This is not a breakup, it's just space for William to figure out what's going on. And then there's Emory, who's an aspiring photographer and is officially jobless. She was fired from her job via email. She's single and just wants to find someone who makes her feel special. It is family trip time. They all show up on December 19th, ready to check in. The fella at check-in, Noah, helps Emory to her room, and the sparks are already flying between those two. Cal notices his room neighbor is an elderly fellow with a granddaughter, Felicity, who he is clearly into. Naturally, Grandpa wants them to sit together and be together as often as possible, so Grandpa's not going to hang out with his granddaughter at all on this trip. That's tough. Tough for him. The family comes together for a gingerbread house competition, and it is a disaster. They make it to the first market. They have to be back at the place by 7 p.m. They all start to notice that something is going on with Dylan. They're having themselves such a time, though, trying to distract him. He ends up dancing, doing a German dance, and they end up missing the ship. So they have to go with that said German woman to a tiny hotel off the grid and hopefully meet up with the boat at the next stop. Emory suspects that their parents have alternative reasons for planning this trip, but isn't sure what. And the kids have a bit of a heart-to-heart with Cal really opening up about what's going on in his life. The next morning, they get on this 3-person motorcycle deal and head to meet up with the boat, which is actually going to depart earlier than expected. They get there just in the nick of time, and guess who's waiting for them? It's William. William made it. When they get back to the room, Dylan asks William if he's ready to tell him what's going on. He doesn't answer. So Dylan decides to go stay with Emory until they can figure this out. Cal heads up to the hot chocolate bar, and Felicity's there, so, they spend more time together. Noah asks Emory if she'd be willing to take some pictures for marketing of the ship, and she is more than down for that. They shake on it, and then their hands linger a bit. Gotta let it linger. Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Dylan tells his siblings what's going on with him and William. He's afraid that William has fallen out of love with him, and they're like, hey, he traveled halfway across the globe to be here. I think he might still love you. And then Emory opens up about being laid off from her job by email, and finally, everybody has shared the secrets that have been going on in their lives with their loved ones. It is time for their next stop. Dylan and William go on a walking tour together and have flirty fun time. William says, I promise if I could tell you what was going on, I would. And Dylan's like, what does that mean? Emory spends some time with her parents, taking pictures of them for Noah's campaign, and they encourage her to follow her heart and be a photographer. And Cal ends up hanging out with Felicity some more, poking around the market. The sparks are flying. It's time for Cruise Wide White Elephant Party, something that I believe physically made Brian sick just thinking about it. It's all going well until Dad almost falls over. It's time for a Keller family conversation. Dad tells them that he has
Family ding dong ditch.
That's exactly right. Yes, we are
100%.
TM. Dad tells him that he has Parkinson's. It's stage 1, which is mild, but Dad is slowing down out of precaution. And he explains that people still live a long time with this, but things are definitely going to change, including they're going to need to sell their 2-story house on top of a hill. And they explain that William knows about this because he's a neurosurgeon, and they called him because he has had Parkinson patients in the past. So obviously Dylan goes to make things right with William, and they have a very sweet heart-to-heart. Cal opens up to Felicity, and Emory goes and just gives Noah the biggest hug for comfort. The next day, it's time for another stop, another market. Naturally, Emory goes to talk to Noah and update him on her life plans. Since she doesn't have a job and no reason to stay in Denver, she's going to be moving to Portland to be closer to her dad. And she wants him to come visit as soon as he can and go on a date. And he's like, well, why wait on that date? Let's have a date night tonight. Dylan tells his family some big news. His company has been looking for something new to do, something that he would be inspired by. And he decides that he is going to build a community in the Portland area for people with Parkinson's, just like his dad. And he and William go on a Ferris wheel together, and they both propose to each other this time. They both say yes. And the movie ends with the family all going out on the ice skating rink together, the boys helping their dad on the ice as Emory takes pictures of the family. And that, my friends, was
A Keller Christmas Vacation.
We did it.
We did do it. This is what I'm going to propose.
Okay, I'm listening.
I
On
think
a what is it called?
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna.
Yep.
Why are we going in different ways, Dan?
I don't know. I looked and thought we were doing the same way. You keep going the way you're going.
We're taking a break. We'll be right back. Take the whole
Stupid show.
So dumb. Brandon, this week's episodes are presented by Dial It Back, which you can stream on Prime Video right now. And we did.
We did. We watched it. We had an absolute blast. It has been described as Christmas Vacation meets Home Alone. And I don't even know if that's doing it justice, Dan. It is so much fun. It is, I got to be honest, unlike any Christmas movie I've seen.
One-
And I've seen a lot of Christmas
We
movies.
both have, and you're 100% right. The setup is fun. The premise is fun. You're going to have a fun time. And you know what you can do? You can check out this trailer to learn a little bit more.
We got married.
Your, boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me I was gaining a step-granddaughter and a granddaughter-in-law?
Please.
Way to keep it in the family.
I mean, what if people find out? I'll never get elected as the next HOA president. Funny thing.
This is not my painting. What the hell is this?
What do you want? The painting.
Oh, my. Who is this handsome man?
This is Dan's third cousin.
Fifth. Actually, twice removed.
It's not acceptable.
Well, looks like we're all moving to West Virginia.
Who's that good boy?
Ding dong.
Why'd you running?
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. To take the Hallmark presented by Dial It Back this week. Funny movie. All right, let's talk.
Funny movie.
funny movie. Let's talk about A Keller Christmas Vacation,
Okay.
shall we? Big movie, big stars, big level of difficulty. Did they smash it? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to start with you, Bri. We're going to do the hot take first. Okay.
All right.
I would like
all
for
right,
you
all
to
right.
tell the people what you thought about A Keller Christmas Vacation.
Okay. This was much more of an emotional movie than I
Yes.
expected.
Agreed.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be fun times at the Christmas market. Did not expect what we got, really. This weekend overall, like, very heavy on the you're immortal, you're going to die.
You're going to die.
So, like, that just overall this
Not
weekend.
typical Hallmark fare.
No,
really.
like Christmas Above the Clouds. This one, like, very reflective weekend overall for me, I would say. Didn't see it coming, did not expect that. The cast of this, the group, I think I have this a little above Christmas Above the Clouds because I think I like the group in this, the group aspect, the family. I thought that was a lot of fun. There was a lot going on here in this movie, and they packed in a lot of stuff. And there were some fun times. There were some very emotional
It doesn't
times.
sound like you liked it as much as Christmas Above the Clouds.
I think that I did, though. I think at the end of it, because I think that the end of this was super strong for me. Like that.
Oh yeah,
Super.
skating
And so,
with the
are
dad.
you kidding me
What
right now
moment?
in Vienna?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And so we did get some markets. I thought we got more ship than markets.
I'd agree.
And I guess at first I'm like, that makes sense, I guess, from a filming perspective. Like the markets, it's got to be hard to film.
Yeah.
Also, there was an article where Jonathan Bennett said a lot that aspect of it was based on something his dad used to do, where he'd make them all go on a boat, trap the family together because you can't escape. It forces proximity here. So that part of it I get. Like, okay, you have to make sure nobody can leave. So that makes sense for the family fun time. I did not, Dan, you probably clocked it early on, William's involvement in The Secret and
Yes.
I did not. And so that
We both,
caught me.
Brandon and I were digging through it together.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it took me longer. It was after he'd been on the boat.
It wasn't
Same
immediate.
here. Yeah.
But it was
Okay.
no. It was we were talking about before William got on the boat.
Yes, but we didn't figure out why. We didn't figure out.
figured out why about 30 minutes before the dad said
I think that's
something.
right.
Yeah. When William got on the boat and he was being super shady about
Yeah.
like, I can't tell you, I was like, I realized, they're doing something here. And I
Yeah.
really like that. Like did not expect that, didn't see it coming, and felt super bad for William in that situation.
William's in a tough spot.
Really tough spot, but also like probably a realistic thing. It's not like so far-fetched, and it's like there is no good way to handle that except for what he did, and you protect both people and you keep your mouth shut, and I don't know, it works itself out. Maclain Nelson directed this. I did
Yeah,
not know.
Haul at the Holly, a
just
bunch of
crushing it,
others,
just
yeah.
really doing great. And so yeah, I did like this. I like this a lot, and was really felt like I was throwing a curveball with how this ended up, but I really liked what they did.
Do you got this movie above Ted, or you still got Ted at 1?
I still have Ted at 1
Still got
because
Ted at
laughs will just get me. every
Laughs
time.
will get you.
Yeah.
So you know
Laughs
what's
will get
crazy is I laughed out loud more at Christmas Above the Clouds than I did Ted Cooper.
Yeah, you said
I did.
said that.
Legit, like, don't get me wrong.
You said
You
that.
did say that.
No, don't get me wrong. Ted
Yeah.
Cooper is consistently more amusing, but out loud laughs.
Sure.
I got 2 or 3 in Ted Cooper, and I got probably 4 or 5
Yeah.
in Christmas Above the Clouds. So I can't
Do
say
it
that
that
a
way, you
movie's
will.
funnier because it just it left me amused the whole time. Like
Yeah.
I want the Holly had some belly laughs.
Oh
in
man,
it.
Well, yeah.
the funniest.
There's no one funnier at existing than Bob Buck, though. Like
He's
just
so great.
His
His presence
his
on
demeanor,
screen is
100%.
funny.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And a pink.
But I
crop
think
top?
we're all
kidding me right now.
Yeah. I don't see.
So this movie is great. I'll say that. It's tough, because this is a heavy movie. Level of difficulty is high with it.
Very.
For multiple reasons. One, you have something that Hallmark doesn't normally do, which is tell multiple love stories within the one. You have this family dynamic, and I felt like they did a really good job of making me feel invested in all three of the stories. I will say Cal was the one that I just felt the least invested in, which is interesting because like she's on like it feels like I should have, like with Felicity being on the boat, but it's also like I don't know. It just there was something about it that didn't quite land as much as the other ones. But I thought Emory and Noah were just adorable together, and I thought she was a delight. But I don't think it's any surprise. Jonathan Bennett can do this very well. This thing where he has a lot of emotion and feels and is very sincere and emotional while also being Jonathan Bennett, which is he's also very funny. And so the relationship between him and William was as good as it gets from a chemistry, from a me like being invested to find out what's going to happen between these two. And I thought they did a great job. It's tough when you're dealing with like something that affects a lot of people like Parkinson's does, which is something that Hallmark wouldn't have touched at all a few years ago. And it's like, it's tough because on one hand, I go to these movies to forget like that Parkinson's exist, right?
Yep.
But on the other hand, it is important to tell these stories and how this affects families and how families can rally together. And I thought that they showed that beautifully. I don't think I'm alone in saying that the scene at the end on the ice skating rink brought a tear to my eye. Like what a beautiful moment, beautiful showing of the power of family. For like just loving your father through difficulty. It was a beautiful moment and really well done. And then the movie ended really quickly right after that. And I was caught off guard. Like I was still in my feels in that moment. And that doesn't usually happen like that. And so this is a hard movie for me. It's definitely top 3. I don't know where it's going to land. Right now I have it 3rd overall behind Ted and Clouds. But on any given moment, I might bump it up to number 1. There's a world where it is, but I think by and large, the first half of this movie started off a smidge slower than I would have liked. And so for that reason, I have it at 3, and that's probably where it's going to land, but a great movie and a really well done job of handling a much harder story than what most Hallmark movies are going to be dealing with. Dano?
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with this one. And I want to put that in perspective. We've had 7 movies this year. I think there's only been one outright bad movie that Hallmark's made this year. And I think all of us would agree with what movie that was, and we don't have to mention it again. And I want to say this, the batting average there is through the roof. This 24 movie thing might be working out for him because qualitatively the tide is carrying most ships that aren't angel matches, right? There's most of them.
We weren't. Going
I didn't.
To,
I just said that aren't angel. Like I just
general
angel matches.
You get it.
Nothing to do with the movie.
No, nothing to do with the movie. Merry Christmas Angel Match. I wouldn't. No. I just was disappointed because I do think that the perspective of what our expectation was does matter. I know that, the end of this movie is a great moment, but you called your movie Christmas Vacation and you have a bunch of comedic all-stars in the movie. And I really thought this was going to be a hijinks filled romp, and it wasn't. There is a brief moment where these 3 siblings have to take a little moped, whatever that thing was. Hansi, and they have to stay in there is a little bit, but it is a movie that is hardly funny at all. And that's fine because that's not the point of the movie. My other thing is that all of the stories in these movies are predicated upon something that a person should just tell someone that they love. And that was hard for me. And I understand that that is subjective on my end. And I understand that everyone's not like me and, you know, wants to tell at a certain time. But like, I had a hard time going like, you know, with every one of these characters going, you know, this is my brother and sister. I asked this guy to marry me. He just walked out. Since my divorce, I haven't been able to blah, blah, blah. I just lost my job. Like, these are all things, forget the Parkinson's of it all. These are all things that for, you know, whatever reason, all three of these characters, if you have one character that does this, that's about right, I think, in one of these movies. Like, I should have probably told you I lost my job. I broke up with my girlfriend, whatever. All three of those characters are doing this. And then the familial bonds are strong because dad, who has a life-threatening illness, disease, also wants to, like, I don't know. And, you know, my mom and dad are amazing. And my mom always goes, you know, we don't like to tell you guys when we're sick, but we do because we know that time's precious and it's short and we want you to know. And so, you know, you fight this battle with, I don't want my kids to worry about it, but also I want them to know so we have as much time as possible together. And I just had a hard time with this. I had a hard time going, I've been diagnosed with Parkinson's. I'm going to hold this guy, this neurosurgeon hostage for 2 weeks so we can all be on the Danube together. And I, like, that was not for me. And I know that this is me and I'm not trying to make people mad. That was not fun for me. That was not how I would have done it. And I did not find a lot of heart in that. Now, obviously I found a lot of heart in the performance and then the skating at the end was amazing. But for a movie, I didn't want all four leads having secrets they should have at some point told earlier. And I also wanted more hijinks. And so I do think it's still third. I think it is. I do think that the cast here is unbelievable. Jonathan Bennett, you're not wrong, Bran. He is so good doing this role. Eden Sher is a gosh darn delight. I want her to be in more of these with more screen time. I want Brandon Routh to be in a normal Christmas movie, a normal one, not one about cats and not one where he's E on the call sheet. I want him to be in a normal Christmas movie.
Dan doesn't think cats are normal.
But no one considers the 9 Lives movies a normal Christmas
Dan's like
movie.
a movie with cats.
Doesn't
freaking
count.
weird.
It was clear, like that's an
weird
element. Whenever
ending.
we have a cat movie, we're like, well, we got the cat movie.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a theme.
So I want him to be in a normal movie. I think everyone does a great job in this movie, and I think the scenery is beautiful. It was just a little disappointing for me. That's all I'm trying to say.
It's time for all the feels where we talk about what in this movie gave us feels. Braga.
Thanks, Bran. The
I
markets.
wanted to touch you to remind you
Yeah.
that we're real.
Yeah,
For
tap
real,
in.
Also,
you're here
Our
right
time's
now.
coming to an end.
It is.
This is all going to
It
end
is.
soon.
That's right.
And we won't be able to touch each other.
I've been thinking about that for days.
I know
Thank
you
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 very
won't be
much.
able to touch Brandon.
I've been living in.
Well,
yeah.
When you realize
Or
that,
anybody.
it sits with you.
Yeah, sure does. Well, that's become my feels. Just feeling you. The markets, I was super excited about visiting the Christmas markets, and we got to a little bit, and I'm not going to complain about how little time we spent there. I feel like we did spend a decent amount of time there, and we got some really great overhead shots of them. They look awesome.
That last market.
That last mortgage
You
is
kidding me?
insane. That shot of the crazy archway with the tree and
Unbelievable.
the beautiful
Worth
buildings.
the whole movie.
Yeah,
really
it
great.
really looks great.
Weird heart thing floating
yeah,
above
yeah,
them.
yeah. Sure, I'm into it.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It
Sign
looked
me up.
awesome, but
Who doesn't love hearts?
yeah, who doesn't love hearts?
Seems like a Valentine's Day thing.
It doesn't
They
matter.
just kept it,
We
you know,
love it.
Do your
preparing
thing,
for the next
everybody.
holiday. The ice skating scene at the end though was pretty dang near perfect.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was really, really
Absolutely.
great. Everything worked. So I really love that part. It was really great.
Yeah, I mean, what you said, what I was going to say, which is Christmas markets. I walked away. They gave me enough to where I was like, I need to do this trip.
100%.
Like, I
Yep.
need to, at some point in my life, go on this boat cruise that stops at Christmas markets. Like, honestly, it sounds like something I made up. Like,
It does,
it's made
yeah.
for me. And so I have to do it at some point. I'll probably wait until I have really bad news to tell my kids, but
That's what
the
I'm
way
going to do.
That's
for
what I'm
sure.
going to do.
There's
That's
a
what I'm
deal
gonna
on
sign up
those
for. There's a
packages,
deal
I
on it.
heard.
You have Parkinson's. Get me my travel agent.
Ernie,
Immediately.
when you- Ernie,
start working
travel
numbers.
dads?
When you go on the websites, they
This
say
movie takes
like
place in Canada because there wasn't a healthcare concern at all from the coverage.
they say book. They say book now, and then in tiny print they say click here if something you're going to die. So
That's right. Or you need to
And then
tell
it-
your
yeah.
family
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
bad
We'll
news
get the
family
family
secret.
room
It's
together.
the bad
yeah.
news family
That's right.
discounts. You know it, Dana.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the layup is the layup. The ice skating scene in this movie is phenomenal, and in fact covers a multitude of sins in this movie. And I think a lot of Hallmark movies, the memory that you're left with is how the movie ends. I think that's how they're wired with the kiss. This movie does better. It has 3 different kisses in this movie, but the ending with the 2 sons and the dad on the ice skating rink.
You just gave me chills. I just got chills.
So I think for me, that moment
might have been the air conditioner.
It could be. We're having a climate
It's
crisis
cooling
over
down.
here. It might be the fact that moment might be the moment of the season so far. Like that might legitimately be the scene of Countdown to Christmas. Maybe my favorite scene of Countdown to Christmas. The rest of the movie not as much, but that scene. Are you kidding me right now? Great stuff across the board.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Maybe Dan will badmouth 9 Lives a little bit more.
I can do that now on this side of the break if you want.
Let's wait on the other side of the break. We've already done it this segment.
The only thing worse than 9 Lives is the second one.
Deck the Hallmark.
Presented by Dial It Back.
Dan, you told me your favorite thing about Dial It Back, which, by the way, presented by Dial It Back this
That's right,
week,
Prime
is
Video.
that there's not a cat storyline.
There's not a cat storyline. You can believe it.
that
That's why
was
it's 5 stars on Amazon, is because there's not a cat storyline.
That was your first question in the advertising meeting.
I want to be
with
clear.
them.
A cat movie. That's true. Yeah. I was like, hey,
First,
This
before we go any
sounds
further.
before I step foot in this door.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest though. Like, it's not the cats that I have a problem with 9 Lives Christmas. It's the movie.
They didn't help, though. They
Didn't
didn't
help.
help you.
Didn't help.
It's an uphill
It's
battle.
a classic, Dan.
Yeah, they're adopting dogs on Christmas Day in sunny, fully green Portland.
Oh, another Portland movie.
What do you know?
Shout out.
It's time for the Wait What Is, where we talk about what in this movie made us go, wait, what? I'll start with you, Braga.
We spent so much dang time at this white elephant party.
So much time.
I hated it.
Oh,
I hated it.
This is your worst nightmare. You go on vacation and then you have to do some sort of activity with them.
virtually. I don't have many
The
wait whats,
worst.
but virtually everything about that white elephant party is a wait what.
The whole thing.
The
Yes.
whole thing.
The whole thing. It
Yeah.
was awful. Yeah, everything.
I love white elephants so much that I would be down to do it with as many people as are.
I don't
interested
mind
in
a
doing
white
it.
elephant.
I love
This
a white
was
elephant.
with strangers. You want to do white
No,
elephant?
that's yes.
No,
I don't know.
No, not with
I don't know,
strangers.
Some
man.
of those strangers might be rich.
But you all spend the
you
same
had a
amount.
€20 limit.
Yeah,
You
but
could-
someone always overdoes it. You've seen The Office.
I think-
Michael Scott's gonna
Go
outdo
above,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it.
It was brutal. Like, I don't have a problem with them doing it, but we watched so much of it. Like, we had to watch so many people get their gifts. But I know my big wait what here was I know I wasn't supposed to laugh when the dad shook his ornament and then fell down on the boat. But I did.
Whoa! He said it out loud.
I laughed at it because he went.
I'm nowhere near this.
He
I'm
was
nowhere near
He
this.
shook his thing too hard and then he fell.
Dad, get out of the shot.
And then
Feel my face when he co-signed it.
And then you guys are all in on this. And then he goes, okay, like the gig is up. Like, you could just play it off. You're on a boat. Like, you guys feel that?
The gig is
Whoa.
up. Was he performing at a bar?
Like
somewhere?
the gig, the jig, whatever. Like he played it off like he wobbled a little bit and then he was like, well, I guess I better explain myself. Like, you could have just been like,
The
whoa, I
funny
lost my
part of
balance.
that was
Tim Robinson would have been like, "You guys feel that?
yeah.
You guys didn't feel that? Okay. Okay. We're on a boat. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
They said it might
Oh,
get
I think I'm going to
choppy.
get sick. They said, the captain said, you said he would have gone nuts with that. Oh, man. I
The wait
couldn't.
what of this is that this now is why he has to come clean.
Yes. Yes.
You know, he's gotten the
It wasn't
diagnosis.
that
He's
he
called his
fell.
travel agent. He's gotten his family together. They're all together. He doesn't know when he's going to do it. He still doesn't plan when he's going to. But then he falls a little.
Okay, I
He's
guess
like,
I
I guess
better
we got to have a
explain myself.
conversation.
It was just such a weird transition. It was so funny the way they did it. I'm glad that they got to that point, though. That he finally came clean and explained it. But it was a really funny way to do it.
I can't believe you did.
I can't believe you said
can't believe you
the
said
guy
it.
with Parkinson's falling was funny. What a move
It was
by you.
the okay. I
Brian,
guess I
you're not
better,
helping yourself
better
here, bud.
explain.
It was
a
hilarious
funny
when
way
the
to
guy
do
with
it.
Parkinson's fell.
It was a funny way to do it on a boat where everybody could fall at any moment.
on a boat.
Let me help you out. I'll move
Yeah.
on.
Brain, you got any wait whats?
Yeah, I got two.
I already took the boat. The
yeah,
fall.
so now I have two.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, me too. Same.
Okay, So, back in the day, we used to like laugh about how there'd be the countdown and then everybody would sing the same carol at the same time. It would be like, who's orchestrating this? It'd be a whole thing. This movie did something interesting that's like in a similar vein as that, which is you're out, you see people caroling, you come up, you all look at each other and you go, let's join in. And then when the song is done, you clap and then you hug each other. It was an interesting thing. This family had a couple of times where they like look at each other and they go, "A job well done, hug." Job well done, hug.
Job well done, hug.
And this
Absolutely.
we're gonna sing. We're gonna join in with the carolers, and then
Great
hug each
job,
other.
everybody.
Then hug each other.
You're touching Brian a lot today, man.
Dude, we don't know how
He
much
might
more time we
die.
have.
That's right. He could be going at any
Lord
minute.
willing, we don't have a lot of time left.
Yeah.
Lord willing, we don't. Are you hoping for something?
Brian wants to get
You
out
need
for
to-
bed. It gets
whatever.
worse.
Yeah.
Your ice
Lord
caps.
willing, we don't have enough
the
time left, is what he
caps.
said. There's no way to
He said-
misunderstand
And the
that.
ice caps.
You're hoping we don't have enough
Guys,
time left.
we've been baking a lot.
We've been
all
baking a lot.
Okay, it's been
There's a lot of baking.
It's not been an easy schedule.
This would be like, though, after the Wait What segment, we all hug. Like, we all
right.
look
Yes.
at each other and we go,
Correct.
we did it. Stop what we're
Yes.
doing. Let's bring
Yes.
it. And you know what? Maybe we could use a little bit more of that. Maybe the Keller family is our inspiration to change things around here. And after every segment, we will stop, we'll applaud ourselves, and then we'll hug.
We'll ice skate.
And then, Dan, you said that everything about the white elephant gift exchange is a wait what, and fair, particularly opening up with this line, which is, who's ready to find the white elephant in the room? Is that so? What they did there
Yeah.
is there's the old saying,
Yeah.
it's the elephant in the room.
Yeah, there
We're going
is.
to talk
They,
about we gotta
they
talk
combine
about
that with white
with-
elephant.
Yeah. And I don't think
old German
that I think they got some things got lost in translation
Who's
here.
ready to find the white elephant in the room?
Who's
There's
ready to
one
find-
gift that is gonna blow your socks off.
So that leaves like a
if
big
there's
question.
one
which,
like
yes,
$1,000 gift,
one
then I'm in on this.
one gift is the white elephant.
Right.
That's interesting.
And
is
then
interesting.
several times we see, instead of another we see someone choose a gift, and then instead of open it, they go and they take someone else's gift.
Anytime I've done
and
it,
they
you steal it,
you
and
steal,
then
and then they
walk
go and
up.
choose. But
Right.
and that's what the guy who's saying the rules said. But he
That's
also
the rule.
said who's going to find the white elephant, which is
Well-
not. But in this game, you see several people grab a gift and then fake open it and hand it to somebody
Yeah.
and take their gift, which is not how you do that.
If you want to do the fakesy go daisies, the person who you stole from needs to have the ability, if they so choose, to then bring that gift back, put it back, and grab the bag that they want to. Part of that is like getting to go up there and kind of like, well, which one am I going to take, right? That's part of what you do there. And if somebody's just handing you the bag that they're stealing from you and saying, hey,
fun
this
is
is
that?
yours now, that's a double whammy for the stealee.
Double whammy for
Steely-
Steely. You're right.
Steely Dan.
You're right. Yeah, little Steely Dan.
Steely Dan, that's what they call
That's what they call me.
Dano.
Yeah, I don't have much. Jonathan Bennett leaves his boyfriend's room, his room that his boyfriend is now in, and wants to bunk up with Eden Sher, and then takes her bed, which is quite a move. That's a move. I know they're brother and sister. Are you kidding me right now? You got to take the couch, buddy. We all talked about the Christmas market at the end, and there is a heart that is dangling suspended from a line, and the heart comes out of a thing, and it goes down, and then it comes back. That's what it does. It looks amazing. Yeah. Goes down, and then it comes back, and it goes into hiding again. And when that happens, everyone goes bananas. Why? What? That was a legitimate. It could be a what the Hallmark, but just the idea of
That's the white elephant in the room.
What
That's
did
the
I
white elephant in the
miss
room.
about the heart going down and back? That was like the ball dropping? Like
Angel
I
got its
didn't.
wings.
I didn't know what happened there.
Here's what I'm getting from it.
What's
I'm
that?
getting Wish vibes.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. I
you
like
go,
that.
you see the heart go by, and you make a wish.
I
and
love
then
it.
you hug.
Yeah.
because
You
that's
hug,
what they
right?
do.
That's what they do. Yes, yes.
We collectively have done the thing.
We did the thing.
know how-
Oh yeah. At the skating scene at the end, super great, super heartfelt, super memorable, and everyone. So it's the two sons and the dad, and then we see Eden Sher's out there, and then we see others, and like everyone is skating and getting like a close up, and then we look over and we see the mom and the fiance. Do they not skate? They couldn't.
yeah,
we had
maybe
to.
not.
We had to stick. Everybody got skates, but those two did not get skates. They were like,
That's right. That is correct.
No, we just can't. We can't do it. Not
They're really
today.
uncomfortable on the
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
The Keller siblings all take Hansi, the
right, the
motorcycle
motorcycle.
thing.
Hansi.
I want to know what this is quite the honor system for Hansi here. They say
Yeah,
someone
leave
will
it at
come
the
and pick it up. They pull it up to the dock. There's not anything parked in sight. Not a motorcycle, not a car. Basically on the curb at the dock, where I would assume there needs to be egress constantly. And they just get out of that thing and just run away and leave the keys in it.
It's got to be a no parking zone, right?
What is,
Has to.
like, I get someone said they're going to pick up Hansi.
Yeah.
That is not good enough for me. What is going to, like, you can't just leave something there. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
It's time for a little thing that I like to call What the Hallmark.
Great. We did
It's
it.
where we wonder what could have been. Maybe have it gives a clear any question we still have.
Hug it out. Good.
It's really great.
Great. Hug it out. Yeah, absolutely.
You guys haven't done anything.
Hugs.
I set up the segment.
You guys go ahead. There you go.
Yeah.
Great.
Good job, everybody.
Brian?
Yeah.
Anything you're still wondering about?
They took a lot of pictures, but no video. Like, why not just hit the record button just once, just so we get it?
It's a memorable trip.
Yeah, just get some video.
It'd be nice to have that video of them skating on the ice.
Yes, that would be really nice. But just so many pictures. And did they take any video that we didn't see? Because yeah, you're right. It would be nice to have some video footage of the skating, of the heart wish, anything. So that was one thing I was just kind of wondering about. A lot of pictures, no video.
There you go. I got two. One, Jonathan Bennett mentions bobsled bingo. What is that? I mean, I know what those two things are. I know
Separately,
what bingo
yes.
is. I know what bobsleds
Sounds
are.
very dangerous.
It does sound very dangerous. B8.
That's right.
Bingo! But also, how is Dad going to tell them? Obviously,
Yeah.
That's the big one for me.
He
Yeah.
kind of fell into it, if you will.
I will.
How was he going to tell them originally? Originally.
Boy, is this boat rough.
Was it going to be at the Heart?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Was he
That's
just
all-
I wish that
Talk
I
about
did.
a moment.
Guys, by the way,
You know,
that's
like
waiting
when he makes
so
the
long.
wish. I don't know what it was. What was it? Dan, that's yours?
Well, I also want to know about Brandon Routh's football team. I mean, I think we all do.
Yeah.
They say that he coaches a football team.
Sure.
I don't know if you know this. That week of Christmas, pretty big in the world of college football.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
You're either prepping for
Yeah, he was pretty quiet.
for a bowl, you're prepping for playoffs, you're prepping for something, or
you're
done
not.
for the year,
Or you're not.
and you are probably prepping for recruiting, a pretty big time in recruiting. I guess they didn't make a bowl.
So
and
is what you're saying is that Brandon Routh
Is a bad
threw
football coach.
No, he threw the season. His family was like, "Hey, we're going on a
Kinda,
vacation," and he's like, "Well, we're actually we're in the running for a bowl game."
That's right.
They're like, "Do what
Yeah.
you have to do."
That's
And
right.
he said, "Okay."
Sure. Say no more.
That's right.
And he yanked all his starters.
Wow.
That's how you do it.
to prove
Man,
a
he
point.
really did it.
I know.
Keller family vacation first.
Yeah, well, then 100%.
That's right.
We did it, everybody.
Yeah, we did.
Congratulations to us. You're going to be back in just a couple days.
Yeah, sure am.
Because
That's right.
we got to do a little baking competition.
Another
We
week.
do.
The baking competition is going to be
heating up.
on Saturday.
Wow.
moving
We got
forward.
punted
I know.
to Saturday,
I
huh?
know.
Unbelievable.
Well, but the new season of Mistletoe Murders has begun, so
Yeah,
that's
that's fair.
happening.
Get bumped
and
for
then
that,
Finding
huh?
Mr. Christmas, and then the
I mean, people are sick and tired of watching Brian Loose. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Well,
tough.
this
You know
is
what?
big.
Don't blame them.
how
Hey,
about
can I? Maybe we'll talk about it during the episode.
Well, I'll just say this. I'll tease it. I'll just say this. There ain't going to be no trifling this week.
No trifling. No.
say no more, Bran.
It's really good. There's nobody. This is just enough. That was just enough of a hint.
Do you think they're going to get it?
I wouldn't have before. the
I think
show.
it's a cupcake. I don't think. I think they're going to get it pretty easily.
Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmarks, the Bramble Jam podcast presented by Dial It Back. Stream it now on Prime Video. It's produced by Brandon Gray. Deck the Hallmark is not
I
the
didn't
movie.
do the movie.
That's right.
It's 5 stars. I wish I
Yeah,
did.
go to deckthehallmark.com for more info on the podcast, the books, the videos, everything. Go to @DeckTheHallmark on the socials. Give us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. And to join the best corner of the internet with ad-free podcasting, live videos, stickers, and so much more, go to BrambleJamPlus.com.